Beginning of the election 2024 season kicking off with the Sioux Falls City election.
Voters making their voices heard on a handful of positions, including 2 city council seats. We do have team coverage for you tonight. Cordell Wright is following those council races, and Hannah Eckwall is covering the school board race.
And as of this hour, results are still coming in this evening for the city council races. Taking a look at the Northeast District with 96% of precincts reporting. It looks like Miranda Basie coming in with 68% of the vote, followed by Neil Jeske and David Zokaitis. Taking a look at the at-large race. It looks like Richard Thomason coming in with 47% of the vote, Jordan Deffenbaugh 38%, and Allison Renville 16% of the vote with 96% precincts reporting. Cordell Wright has been following these city council races and joins us in studio with a look at those numbers. Cordell.
Good evening, Andrea. With Miranda Basie currently sitting at the number you just mentioned, around 70% of the votes, it's likely she'll soon be declared the winner of that Northeast District City Council seat. In our interview with her on Meet the Candidates, she said that she hopes to be a counselor with more of a curious mindset rather than coming in with her own agenda. Adding the best way for her to do that is by asking questions to community members. As for the at-large seat, Richard Thomason has pulled away from Jordan Deffenbaugh, sitting at about 45%. Thomason served on the state legislature for 2 years. In an interview with him on Meet the Candidates, he says that experience allows him to work well with everybody at the table. On this election day, though, the overall story was the voter turnout. The city clerk says turnout was not great this year, but residents still did come out to have their voices heard.
I think it's important that our voices are heard, and even though we feel like one person can make a difference and one vote can help pull the overall candidates.
No matter what age we are, we need to be supporting and making sure that our area facilities and institutions are great. That's why I vote.
The newly elected city councilors will begin their 4-year terms no later than the 3rd week of May. However, it is important to note that a candidate must receive 50% of the vote, which right now Thomason does not have in that at-large vote, which would mean that there would be a runoff between Thomason and Deffenbaugh in 3 weeks. We'll continue to have updates on the Dakota News Now app and website as numbers continue to come in. Brian.
Cordell Wright.